This is the story of a general who turned down the chance to be king, who walked barefoot on the snow, and whose honesty gave birth to a nation. This is the true story of George Washington, written less in history books and more in hearts. The coldest winter of 1777, in the snowy valley of Valley Forge, Pennsylvania, the American army was huddled in tents. The Continental Army was suffering from hunger, disease, and exhaustion. There was nothing to eat, no clothes to wear, and no shoes to wear. But among those soldiers, there was one man who was not ordinary. He was General George Washington. He himself was in the same snow, in the same hunger with his army. One night, he quietly left the tent. Walking through the snow, he reached the soldiers' tents. There he saw a young soldier, Elias, sitting barefoot on the snow. His lips were blue. His hands were shaking. Washington wrapped a part of his coat around him. But Elias said, "General, I heard that you also sleep hungry. So if you can fight hungry, we can fight too." Washington's eyes filled with tears. This soldier could not be defeated, so how could the general give up? The next morning, the general made an announcement throughout the camp. "As long as my soldiers have bare feet, I will not have shoes either. As long as you are hungry, I will not eat bread either." These were not words. This was fire which would rekindle light in tired hearts. Washington wrote letters to Congress, stocked up on grain, called in European war experts for training. In 6 months, the same weak army had become a trained force. And then came the Battle of Yorktown, where the British army was forced to kneel. America had won. Washington was a hero. The nation said, "Washington, you be king." But he said, "I did not fight the war to wear a crown. I fought the war so that every man might be free." Then he became the first president, and after only 2 terms, he himself left power. He would have been somewhere else. He would have probably ruled for a lifetime, but he was George Washington. He left an example, not a government. George Washington's example was not just of war. He left an example of principles, character, and honesty. The man who considered himself a servant of the people, who founded democracy, who gave America not just land, but soul. If you too want to be a leader, then do not seek power. Make sacrifices. Be honest. Stand with your people, because a true leader is the one who eats last and fights first. Friends, if you liked the video, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.